Headline News.
Well, LA is the city of champions right now.
That's all we have.
Center of the sports universe.
Uh-huh.
And LA sports fans have been celebrating a lot. There's been some fireworks. Do people in LA just have fireworks?
Isn't that funny? I thought about the same thing. Isn't that strange? I don't have fireworks in my house.
I also do not have fireworks. They just have them on deck. Jared Goff hopes that the Rams can continue the city's title run in the Super Bowl this season.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the first thing you hear is all right, now it's your turn. And it's something that's really exciting for the city right now. And it'd be good to make that a little three-peat with us involved there. And it's definitely something that we're conscious of, absolutely.
I don't think they can beat Tampa, but I do think they could win against any other NFC team. They could. I'm not saying they would. I don't think their offense matches up with Tampa's defense. But outside of that, Joy, I think they can beat anybody in the NFC.
Well, everyone wrote the Rams off.
That's right.
After that Super Bowl, which I thought was unfair. He's going up against Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, and it was a incredibly boring Super Bowl, but nonetheless, it was a loss. And then it came down to the better team and better coaching. But then, they kind of had a down year, and Sean McVay wasn't as much of a genius as everyone thought he was, and Goff isn't as good as Sean McVay made him to be. And now they're kind of back level into that space where, no, Sean McVay is still a good coach. That wasn't a fluke that they were there.
Right.
And they're competitive again. They're in your Super Bowl bubble. They have the 8th best odds to win the Super Bowl, according to 8th-best.
That's about, I have them usually in my poll 8 or 9. That's exactly where they should be.
And look, you get to the playoffs, it comes down to moments and who's healthy. And
I like them better than the Saints because I think they have a deep ball component. The Saints don't, and I don't think the Saints' defense is playing well. I would put them above the Saints. Other than that, I think they're right where they should be.
I think that I would also say that right now I'd have them above the Saints. But I think any of the teams in the NFC, I mean, it's one game. Like, that's how the NFL playoffs work. So they're definitely a Super Bowl contender right now. I want to see how the rest of the season goes. But that would be something if they also won the Super Bowl. Cam Newton hasn't been playing his best lately, but Sean McDermott is not overlooking Cam ahead of the Bills matchup with the Patriots on Sunday.
He's a good player. We have a lot of respect for him. Like I said, he's the former MVP of the league for a reason. So we know full well what he's capable of.
And the bigger story is what the hell happened to Buffalo. I loved him.
This is a sneaky big game.
Oh, I think for Cam, I think it's one of Cam's biggest games. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I
thought last week was the biggest game for the Patriots and Cam.
He needs to put good stuff on film.
McDermott was the Panthers' defensive coordinator with Cam from 2011 2016, so he knows him well. Also, some more info on situation with the Patriots. Julian Edelman reportedly underwent a precautionary standard knee procedure this morning and is expected to sideline him for some period of time, including this week's game.
Okay, so now we know what's going on
against the Bills.
All right.
And N'Keal Harry almost missed practice and could be out Sunday with a concussion.
Oh, that's bad.
The line is Bills by 4, according to Fox Bet.
Yeah, I'm going to take Buffalo on that one by more than 4.
That's rough.
That's a blowout game right now.
That's rough. This weekend has some, that's a very important game, obviously. You have Steelers, Ravens. Tua premieres with the Dolphins against the Rams. Raiders, Browns, as you mentioned. 49ers, Seahawks. Cowboys, Eagles, which could end up determining that division.
Well, the key is the trading deadline's Tuesday. For some teams that lose this weekend,
it's going to be sell, sell, sell.
That's right. So we could know by next weekend, all these good teams could have one additional element. So, I mean, this is really the have-not period. They moved the trading deadline back now. By next weekend, we could have some bad teams or worse, and good teams are better.
It's a very crucial weekend. Finally, the Rockets have reportedly hired Steven Silas to be their new head coach. He agreed to a four-year deal with the team. This is his first head coaching job in the NBA. He was an assistant in the league for 2 decades, mostly with the Mavericks.
Yep.
He's the son of former NBA player and coach Paul Silas.
Yep.
He became the 5th father-son combination to be NBA head coaches, graduated from Brown University, and he has a lot of coaching experience with elite guards.
By the way,
Luka, Steph Curry, Kemba Walker.
Paul Silas, the most unique player in NBA history. Because I grew up with Paul Silas because he was on the Sonics. Paul Silas, in his day, was one of the best rebounders in the NBA and could not jump. And was not 7 feet tall. Paul Silas was like 6'7", could not jump, and is one of the great rebounders ever. That's never been said in the history of basketball. That'd be like saying, guy's one of the great assist guys of all time and couldn't dribble. Paul Silas had no vertical and was one of the greatest rebounders in league's history. And if you go back to those Sonic teams, he was he backed up, I think, Lonnie Shelton. I'm going Rain Man here, weirdo. But Paul Silas was the guy I grew up with. He was just a class guy, grinder, rebounder, defender, and he had a big enough butt. He was always in the right place to grab a rebound.
Well, we haven't really covered a lot of NBA news, obviously, in the middle of the NFL season now, but also Daryl Morey is finalizing a deal to become the 76ers' new president of basketball operations. So
I wonder if he'll have lunch with me anymore since I was critical of the Rockets.
I think he will.
Yeah, okay.
I think he will.
So I had it with Bill Simmons the other day. Maybe nice Daryl actually called me back once in a while. All right, good stuff, Joy, with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie
Walker
News.
Buehler of the Dodgers is coming up. We only talk to people if you've won championships in the last couple of weeks. Otherwise, we just, no reason to talk to anybody about winners. Walker Buehler, the ace of the Dodgers. We all talked about the Clayton Kershaw story. He is the next Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. He stops by now. Are you okay with feeling, a little older? Putting on a few pounds, not having the energy you used to? Are you okay with that? No, I'm not either. That's why I exercise, try to every day. I try to eat right, not all the time. But I also take M-Drive, a supplement, the only one for driven men. I want to stay energized and strong. Also have great protein shakes. Don't let age define you. Don't let age beat you. Check it out, mdriveformen.com. It's a complex blend of natural herbs and vitamins. Helps you get back your drive. It was created by a scientist in Arizona with 4 decades of experience whose young kids were very active. He felt more lethargic in his 50s and wanted to do something about it. They have a 60-day money-back guarantee. He trusts the product that much. Don't like it, send it back, money back as well. The site again is mdriveformen.com. Rite Aid, Vitamin Shop, and Walgreens all have it. Age is part of life, but don't let it define you or control you. Refine your prime with M-Drive.